What's up, guys? Hunter Frontier back at it again with another video. And in this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about cards that you should buy before it's too late. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and start off with 7th Ascension. So this amazing card out of Duels from the Deep of all sets is a card that has blown up recently. Reason being is that you can use this in the new Yugioh strategy coming out in December. So this is something that you definitely want to go ahead and pick up if you are going to be playing the deck, of course. Now, this card is really good, and personally, I think that people will use it, but you can probably play the deck without it. I think that it's more optimal to play it with it, and this card, of course, has skyrocketed. It used to be around $7. Even before that, it really was like a $2 card because, you know, the set was terrible overall. So it's really competing against the Ghost Rare in that set. And I mean, overall, you need 3 of this card, of course. So it definitely takes the lead spot for the set, and about $28. It is crazy. So my recommendation is you should get this card as soon as possible, because once Yugioh comes out and you see that level of success, this card can easily go up to like $35, even $40. So you want to be prepared now and go ahead and just pick up your playset and just lock it. Next up, we do have Relinquished Anima, and this is the quarter century secret rare version of it. So of course, you guys know that when this card was just a, single copy, it was very, very expensive. Now, with the reprint, it's only, again, about like $3.50 about. And this card is great because, remember, this card has replaced Link Rebo for Snake Eyes as Amina players. And, it's such a great card too, especially when it can definitely pop off and take your opponent's monster when they're not expecting it. They're like, oh, why did I put that in that zone, right? So either way, I think you should go ahead and just pick this card up now while it is still cheap. Remember, once the tins go further and further away and they're not accessible on, shelves like in Target and Walmart, cards like these will definitely go ahead and skyrocket. So something you definitely want to go ahead and pick up. And guys, before we get to the next one, if you guys are planning to buy any cards on TCGPlayer, definitely go ahead and click my link down below. And of course, anything you do buy helps the channel. Appreciate you guys. Moving on, we do have Dimensional Barrier. Now, this is more for any single copy. I would not recommend you guys go ahead and buy the Core Century Secret Rare version, because personally for me, my theory is this card will get hit eventually in the future. Now, if this was a spell, right, this would be like no talk. Like, people would be like, okay, obviously this card's getting hit. But because it's a trap, it's slightly slower, and a lot of people's opinions are that this card is fair. And in my opinion, I don't think it's fair, but I think that it's insanely broken, and you should use this card until it is addressed on the ban list. So not that it will be the next ban list, but maybe the next one after that. Either way, definitely go ahead and just grab 3 copies, and of course, you're good to go. But let me know down below what you guys think on Dimensional Barrier. Should it stay in the meta, or should it be banned or hit? Moving on, we do have Nightmare Throne. Now, I am so surprised to see that Nightmare Throne is a $11 to $12 card. That's crazy, because this card used to be what? Over $30, over $40. But again, Yubel is not the best deck of the format right now. It's about the 2nd or 3rd best deck, maybe 4th. And people are really, really favoring decks like Tenpai and Snake Eyes as Amina, and even Labyrinth. So I think that this is a perfect time to go ahead and pick up your Thrones if you are looking to play Yubel. It's still a crazy deck, and I think that it's definitely underestimated in this current format. So definitely go ahead and pick up your Thrones now before it's too late. Moving on, we do have number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. Konami in these names, what can I say? But anyway, this card is a single copy from Premium Gold Infinite Gold. What a name. But anyway, you know how Yu-Gi-Oh players are with their gold rarity cards. They're not the biggest fans of them. And I think that maybe in the future this card will get a reprint, but if you need it now, definitely go ahead and buy it, because it is going up in price. I think people are realizing that, again, it is a single copy, and if there is any use for it, someone will find that use. So definitely go ahead and just grab your 1 copy, again, if you are looking to use this in any type of way in the future. And then we do have Smith Engraver again. I believe I had this on the last Buy Cards Now video, but again, I have to just kind of keep, letting you guys know that, again, it's really cheap right now. It's not $75, it's not $90, it's not $100. It is currently around $47, $48. That's a great price for this card. And I think that's only because we have the introduction of Azamina and just other crazy decks in the meta. People aren't as, faithful to Fiendsmith right now. And again, you have really big decks like Fiendsmith Snake Eyes or Fiendsmith Yubel. But again, with Fiendsmith Snake Eyes being taken over by Azamina, people aren't playing that to the fullest extent. So I would go ahead and really go ahead and pick up your copies of this card. You don't even need 3. In some cases, you can run it with just 2 or hey, maybe 1. But personally, I think 2 is the great ratio if you don't want to run 3. So definitely go ahead and try to pick up 2 to 3 copies of this card before it spikes back up, because we won't see a reprint until next year. Moving on, we do have Bisal Dispat, and this card, again, I don't think you want to sleep on this. If you don't have your copy, go ahead and just grab it from the Megatins, or if you want the OG copy, they're about the same price. I would go ahead and just get the Prismatic Secret Rare because again, it's the better version. But remember when the Ultra Rare was just a single copy and that card was at least $35 plus. So if you do see yourself using this in the future, go ahead and just pick it up now before it is too late. And then we do have the Mold Charming Warlos. Now this is not something to pick up, but I did want to kind of just bring up the discussion again of should you be picking this card up at some point, right? So again, it's still around the $120 price point. And my theory is when we do get the new core set in January, Supreme Darkness, and we get the introduction of another Mold Charming card, do you guys think that this card will dip? Just like how the Polaria dipped a little bit with the introduction of Warlos? I think it will, and that should be the perfect time to go ahead and pick this card up and see if, players are kind of like, are we playing the new one now, or are we going to continue playing Warlos? That's going to kind of be the decision, but I think that's the perfect time to pick it up. Let me know down below what you guys think, of course. And then moving on, we do have Bisal Bellion. This card is going up in price, and people are still playing Bisal in the current meta. So, I think it's a card that you definitely want to get at 3, $23, $24. It's going up. I think he has the potential to go up even further because when we had just a single copy, the Secret Rare from Darkwing Blast, that was easily a $70 card for sure. So I think you're still buying this at a good price, and it has a huge potential of spiking up. So definitely go ahead and grab this card as well. Moving on, we have Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. Looking back at Legendary Duelist White Dragon Abyss, this card is doing very, very well. And if we were to look at both copies, because of course we do have the Ultra Rare from that set, but also we have the Secret Rare from Legendary Duelist Season 2, and this was a gacha, I believe, if I remember correctly. When you bought the box, you get like I think it was like 1 out of 8 or 1 out of 9 Secret Rares, and this was one of the cards you could get. Now, they're both at a pretty expensive price, and I don't see I don't foresee a reprint in the future, or at least for a long time. So if you, are looking to play this in your deck for, further Blue Eye support, I don't think it's a necessary card, but it is a great tech card to have as well. So I think that you definitely should go ahead and pick this up as well if you are looking to play this deck in the future. Moving on, we do have Salomon Great Raging Phoenix. Now, we did miss out on this one, and the only reason that I really didn't mention this before was because I was confident that we were going to receive some type of reprint in the future, maybe Bonanza, because I think that, when Konami reprints sets nowadays, they kind of just do it randomly, like just throw in these cards. And I've done in the past where I've tried to, stack a bunch of cards and be like, all right, this card's a great card to have. And then out of nowhere, Konami just randomly reprints it. And I'm like, oh, well, there goes that. But this card used to be around $25, $30. And of course, it has spiked before, but now the spiking is insane. Mostly it has to do with Salomon Great winning a regional pretty recently. So, I mean, it's justified. I think that just kind of give it some time, it will settle. And if you can pick your copy at around $35, $40, not bad. But again, we don't know when we're getting a reprint, so that's something you do want to keep in mind. Let me know if you guys are going, to go ahead and pick up your copy, or are you going to just sell the current copy that you currently have right now? Let me know down below. And then we have MTI Glory of Horus. So again, as you guys know, I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but definitely go ahead and just grab your Horus core while it is cheap. I mean, again, this is the cheapest we've seen it, so definitely go ahead and just pick up the reprints and you're good to go. And then guys, we do have Phoenix and Punisher. So the Core Essential Secret Rare from Rarity Collection 2, it's great. And again, I think that, if you wait long enough it's going to be expensive. Punk just got new support, announced, and I think that a card like this, just a one-off, is great. So you want to just pick these cards up low before support comes out, or later on someone's like, wow, this card is broken again, and then people go ahead and just of course buy it out. So definitely go ahead and just pick this card up just so you have access to it, because this is a game-ending card. And then finally, we do have Pearly Noir. This card only has the one printing from Duelist Nexus. So I would go ahead and definitely just pick it up if you are planning to play Pearlies in this current format. If they do very well this format, this card will definitely go up in price. It's only about $4.50 to $5, so still relatively low, but again, I wouldn't even risk it. Go ahead and just pick up your copy if you are planning to play this deck. But guys, if you liked the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts, and of course, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn notification bell on so you're updated the next time I upload new videos. All right, guys, that's all I have for you for today's video. Again, hopefully you have a great rest of your day or night, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.